I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now. And I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers.
Hello, my people, and welcome to this radio talk show that the stage media bringing it to you to make sure that you get the correct story. My name is Seyo Watusi, your special English or PG Liberian English friend. The other day, report came outside concerning one doctor who is a fourth doctor in this Liberia here. The story came up, and the doctor organization that looking after them, they cancel a lesson. But what TSM find out about the whole thing here is that from saying the whole thing here happened in the case of Peter George. Dr. Peter George is a fake doctor, where he worked here without forceful people for 10 years. And all kind of news started coming up that this man, people even said being dying in here. He worked in Bapolu, Nimba, Maryland, Bond County for almost 10 years. And two doctor organizations then, what they call the Liberian Medical and Dental Council, and then the Liberian Medical and Dental Association. This is the group of people, the LMDA particularly, so send this man complaint to the LMDC. And the LMDC say that the big organization, a powerful organization for all the data organization then, it go to work and cancel the man blessing. Now, what TSM want to bring to you here is that they want here. Why I say that this man, they ain't cashing yet? We get a government office that in charge of law and order they call Ministry of Justice. When something like this happen, that they the one that's supposed to make quick and deal with something like this here. But up to the time we talking here, the Liberia Government Hospital Office, they never send a report here to the Ministry of Justice for them to go after this man. TSM lead checking whether if we say they complain here about this man Peter George to the police. TSM check all over and find out that up to the time that they breaking you the report here, the police people, the Ministry of Health, meaning the Government Hospital Office, and then the Law and Order Ministry, they said they don't get no real complaint here from anybody for them to go after the Peter George here. TSM went to work and asked the Government Hospital Office whether they now get complaint about this man here from the LMDC. Mr. Gitono Koli, who is a chief news person to that place, he said no. They never received no complaint yet from the LMDC to the Ministry of Health. TSM fact checker then went to the government house that is in charge of law and order and the police. To the police, the person working at top for the Liberia police, Madam Cecilia Clark say no complaint. Then to the Justice Ministry, meaning the Law and Order Ministry, they say they not even get no complaint from that place. They asked the chief news person to that place, Mr. Emmanuel Cole. Mr. Emmanuel Cole say they not get no complaint like that from anybody, say even the LMDC or the Ministry of Health. But he say right now they are talking by mouth for them to see how they can work together so that when anything that they say happen, the Ministry of Justice can grab anybody who is doing this thing here so they can carry them to court. This thing here, it makes some people so vexed, like some of the doctors then. One doctor even said, say, you see this thing here that going on, Dr. Ivan Giddens, say, this particular thing that going on here, if they say that was some kind of small person, let's say, the hospital worker who can help women then to deliver or to born, where they call midwife or some other low person, time that the whole thing was going to be all over the place here. Paul, they here now a concerning doctor. Somebody who say he doctor, he can wear coat, so that the reason why they here going on like this. Dr. Gideon said this, he can tell you that Gorbachev or corruption is everywhere in all portions of this Liberia here. Another doctor also get versed with this thing here. They call the doctor here Xavier Brown. Xavier Brown said this is the thing that people going all around the place every day talking the thing going on. Somebody go on, they come, they bring paper, they bring all kind of paper. Then people can't check them. Then the man see that thing what I meant do. He worked here for whole 10 years. Going from hospital to hospital on fourth paper where he now no go to doctor school. This Dr. Peter Joy business we're talking here, he's a man who come from Sierra Leone who say he get doctor degree and be working, bring all kind of fourth paper. No question. The people employ him and start sending him from hospital to hospital. Time start going on now. Complaints start coming about this man, but he been working on some people die here, some people even become crippled. By the time the people will say, they may finish jumping, finish running away. Up to now, nobody now know where to even find him. This other story here. On May 13, 2025, one internet news organization they call Legit News Africa, they put a story on the internet concerning the B school in Liberia here, what they call the University of Liberia. And then also, one man they call Martin Colley, who always writing on internet, also put this particular story up. Say, the campus there for that B school, that place get problem. In fact, they say one of the campus, they news group here put this way up. Say one of the on our campus there, one of the building there inside the play leaking so much onto a general Patawi waterfall. You know the waterfall when you go to it, the hardly water can be coming down from the rock going down. Say that how the play was looking in that University of Liberia campus there on the main campus in Morofia here. That school. University of Liberia for a long time been having plenty of problems from time to time. And they put the school year down in 1862. By 1951, it was a whole university now. They put it down as a college. And the first president of Liberia, Joseph Jenkins Rabah, was the president for the first president for that school. Now, the university right now, it gets some campus there. From the main campus here on Capitol Hill to the other campus in Fendel, to the medical school all the way in Congo Town. Then they get the other campus in St. J, Grand Cape Mark County, 4 campuses then. So, with all this one here, the TSM fact checker decided to check everything to see how this thing get going on, and then whole school building can be leaking like that, just like to say that also leaking. When somebody say leaking waterfall, and you know the Patawi waterfall that the people what they making compare with this leaking here, where in the university campus in Bon County. Waterfall, that's a big place where also rat pack in the water, and the water try to pass over the rat, then it start coming down. Fall. They talk to Norris Tour by telephone, but Norris Tour not answer the phone here. Anyway, the fact checker went inside there to check what's really happening, and they find out that the caretaker big person for the school here, Dr. Al-Hassan Conte, when he was there, he made a suggestion or recommendation to the government of Liberia or anybody to come and help the university here to be able to put all the problem here to university under control. He says they need to bring, or the government need to bring in $42 million in order to face the whole problem in the university there. So, well, the other time, the fact checker found out that the president of Liberia, Omejo Boakai, when he went over there to put in chair the new president, they call Dr. Lele Mapayan, he made an announcement that the government put one side $13.1 million to give to that school so that the people can face all the problems. Now, he said out of that $13 million, $3.9 million, particularly so to face all the things inside there, whether they play leaking, whether the wall break down, all the bathroom there, they must face everything. But here is what happened when they first check out the NC. When they went to check for truth, they found out that the place leaking. The place is really leaking for truth. But the fact checkers say they come to the conclusion that the thing what people put down to say the campus there is leaking, just like waterfall, they want here, they make it too big. They talk the story one way, then how it looking. The fact checker say even though the place is leaking, but that other story that the way they put it down, that one down there, nobody will be able to sit down there because the water will be all over the place. This other story here, on May 24, 2025, one Eddie William Mowan put something here on one internet page they call Fries FM. They think that on Facebook to say that one Liberian woman died in Niba County after the pastor money put heavy church speaker on her stomach to say the TM when they do it to the woman that the woman will get belly. Well, TSM decided to check all this one here because after the people put this story here down, then as more people follow this story and making comment on it. Now, Niba County, you see, so that's one of the counties in Liberia here, on the boundary with Guinea and Ivory Coast. When TSM checked this one here the thing what they find out. The story when Mr. William Memo put down is wrong. The country that they think he say happened, the country wrong. They think it happened in Liberia. The particular thing here happened in South Africa. Then the time he put it on, the people found out that no, this particular thing, it didn't even happen the few times. The thing happened in 2016 in South Africa. And when the story happened at that time, the pastor who do this here to the woman in South Africa say he want to see how they can test it, whether the woman get faith in God. So they want to test the woman's faith. That's why they do this thing here for. Here what they do to the woman in that time, in 2016 in South Africa. That pastor they call Litelo Rabalango. He's a pastor from one church they call Mount Zion, a General Assembly. When he was preaching, he tell the people, he say, you see, so the way Jesus Christ walked on the water, and if Jesus can walk on the water, then Jesus too can do anything. Then people who believe in him can also do anything. So that man called the people and said, lay down here. He take the heavy speaker and put it on top of the woman, on the woman, in the woman's stomach. Then that pastor, Rabalango, he stopped there. Rabalango went on that particular thing, climb on the same speaker, well, in the woman's stomach, and he said, climb there and sit down on it. For about 5 minutes, when they went to Luna, the woman now faint. They put the pastor down, they took the woman. Some of the people who get idea about hospital matter, they came, they handled the woman, and the woman come through. But then the people went to check the woman in the hospital, they said the woman, one of her rib bone broke. When the woman rib bone finished breaking, now they carry the woman to the hospital. After 1 week, the woman died. And when they went to find out what really happened, they say when the rib bone broke in the woman, the blood was just coming out, and then what they call internal bleeding. The blood was coming from there, but the blood not coming outside. It was just wasting in a woman. Something that they say they call it internal bleeding. When it start happening, the person bound to die because the blood supposed to waste outside when something air you. But once it start going on inside you now, then it's a bad thing. That pastor get in mind after the people say that thing there to say the woman not get faith. The reason why she died. The other story here. On May 22, they offer what government put out to say they must go and catch government property then where people carry with them, whether they're not supposed to carry. What they call the asset recovery. The asset recovery here, nobody not be here from the day they put it down, that time people here, but from that time on, nobody not be here, nothing about it, how it looking, how it not looking. It not working the jet there. So for this reason, one of the Honorable in the Lawmaker House of Representatives, Representative P. Jure, he read to his friend and said, please call these people here. Let them come so that they can tell us what really happened. Representative P. Jure is a representative from Maryland County. So for true, they call the people, the big person to that place to come and tell the lawmaker that what really happened, how the whole asset recovery thing looking, and people can't hear anything sound from them. Now, while they were talking, one of the representatives, Musa Belete, he said, well, this thing here, the people not get money in the budget for them for this year. We not see no budget money there for the 2025 budget year. TSM decided to check. And when TSM went to check, for true, they find out that from that budget, because when the people do the budget, the government house in charge of money matter, they call Ministry of Finance, they don't want to put the thing here to the public for people to know. With all the checking, while they checking this, they also asked the chief news person to that place, Mr. Joseph Daniel. And he said, it is true. The thing where representability talk that the asset recovery task force here, there was no money for AE 2025 budget. The other time, in 2024 budget, they gave them $500,000. So TSM say they come to the conclusion with all the checking where you're coming from doing, it is true that the thing where the representability talk 2025 budget, and I get no money inside for asset recovery committee. Well, this is all we have for you. My name is Seo Watosi. We will come your way again.
I can't stand no more, 'cause no more food.